a CEO and the head of HR. Now, damn it, this is not supposed to happen. They are caught having an affair, according to the narrative, at a Coldplay concert. Here it is.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
Yes, be more careful. Put it up for a mask. If you haven't seen it, you may have heard about it. Coldplay accidentally exposed a high-profile affair at their recent concert in Boston. The video now has been viewed 50 million times. My gosh. In the last day, we have the details. Astronomer CEO Andy Byron was caught with his own head of HR, human resources. The duo worked together at the AI and database company, which is valued at a cool $1.2 billion, according to the Post. Byron's wife, Megan Kerrigan Byron, quickly deleted her social media page after the video of her husband went viral. She also initially removed her last name of Byron. This is a decisive woman here. Social media has been quick to respond. Social media montage, here it is.
Whoever you are, and his HR manager, who are both married separately in other marriages, getting hugged up at a Coldplay concert. Hugged up at a Coldplay concert. If you know who Coldplay is, you already know. It's Coldplay. Private moment.
How are you an HR director having an affair with the CEO? I'm guessing you didn't see the trainings that you've been assigning the employees. Forget HR. You are done in HR for the rest of your life. You will not run another HR department, because as soon as they Google your name and see a picture of you boot up with somebody else's husband who's also the CEO of your company, they're going to laugh that application right into the trash can. As for the CEO, I feel bad for his family, his wife, if he has kids, because that's an awful way to find out.
So I'm in HR, and I'll tell you exactly what's happened in the last 12 hours with the CEO of Astronomer and the head of people, that they're having an affair, and it's been found out. First off, she's already been scrubbed off the company website. But this is part of probably a very big investigation that is happening right now. They're dedicating a ton of resources to, but also concurrently, while this is happening, because of all this media attention and social media attention that's been transpired, they need a response. Like, they have a PR crisis team just figuring out, all right, what do we say? What do we do? And obviously, there's going to be heads that are probably going to roll right now. They're going to find out who knew, what was said. Were they doing this during company time?
All right, let's back away from the sensationalism for a moment and talk about why this story is actually important. This is a major corporation, has a lot of employees. The HR department, while yes, is part of the company, is also part of the company that is supposed to be able to have an objective analysis, objective review of alleged violations. Employee conduct, rules of interaction. discriminatory activity. The list goes on and on. But if you have an inappropriate relationship with potentially the individual who the allegation is against, or maybe somebody that he or she likes, then all of a sudden, you being in that position, well, it's no longer as objective, is it? It becomes a very subjective dynamic. So it has real teeth, and possibly decisions have already been made based on relationship rather than rule. So that's the reason it becomes a dynamic for people to care about. These employees deserve fairness. All right, so this isn't Byron's only scandal, by the way. Andy Byron is allegedly not just a cheater according to the narrative, but also a horrible boss. Quote, multiple former employees said Mr. Byron would lash out against employees who disagree with him, including threatening to fire them. This reads in an expose about the cybersecurity tech company, Cyber Reason, published on the Information, a tech and business outlet. In the article titled Fake Hire, Staff Departures Royal, SoftBank-backed security startup, a former employee claimed Byron, quote, you could not challenge him, end quote. Byron's alleged poor management skills reportedly drove many people to leave the company. To replace them, the former chief revenue officer hired loyal salespeople from his former company, Fuse, according to the Information's report. He has reportedly denied these claims. But one way to stay safe is you date the HR director. Doesn't matter what complaint comes. All right. I do feel bad for the wife of this individual, and if the HR director's married, I feel bad for the hubby, because to find this out via such a public venue has to be really heartbreaking. Forget about being embarrassed. Being heartbroken is 100 times worse. And if children are involved in these relationships, what can you say? All right, my heart goes out to you. Jordan, thoughts here?
Yeah, I think it's a couple things here. Certainly with you, feel bad for the family. I also feel bad for the family that people were reaching out directly and commenting on his wife's Facebook. I saw screenshots of people just posting like images of her husband and the head of people at this company. It's like, I don't think she wants to learn that way. I don't think strangers need to reach out. And I think it's a weird kind of like hive mind set of behavior when things like this happen. Ultimately, while being a CEO and being like a public facing figure in his company, this is a personal matter between his family and also his company. And the way people engage with that kind of stuff, like by contacting the family directly, I find off-putting. And also I want to point out 404 Media had a really good story about the ways these types of scenarios are augmented and aggravated by facial recognition technology, and how we need to think about the underlying consequences of things like that. But then just if you want to talk about the video itself and the incident itself, I don't know if we would be talking about this if they reacted differently. Had they just kind of smiled, waved, the camera moves on, we might not know about them.
I have to concur with you, dear brother, because let's say the camera goes to them, right? And they kind of sway a little bit back and forth. Camera goes to another person. Who is going to say that's a viral moment and put that out on social media? Nobody. It was their reaction that created the viral moment that we see today, 50 million plus views. All right,